Hello and welcome back to the next episode of Terra Invicta. We are still on the way to the Phoenix. So far the aliens haven't moved much. The last episode we investigated basically a lot and we killed the ship, and now we have quite a lot of aggression. But we are going to let it calm down now. So instead we are going to focus on building up in this episode. I know there are 2 more ships building up, so in the near future we might want to take out the other remaining ship here in orbit, which is... Oh, it left. Yeah, I remember. It left. So maybe something else will arrive and then we take it out. Also, we remove the counselor here. Now we need to find another one for alien containment, so we need to relax a little bit. So probably we are going to wait until January, I would say. Maybe even February before we take out the next agent. What else? I'm going to use our counselors to pacify the stuff we own. I also try to retake Bolivia here in preparation for Great Nations, and when that one is... Bolivia is retaken, I'm considering to take Brazil. However, Brazil is 4 times almost 15, so that's like 60. And we don't really have that. Also, it would put us into the, let's call it, envy territory of the other factions. So, in fact, the servants are now at war with us, probably because they don't like what we did. We also lost tolerance with the academy, apparently. So let's in fact check it out here. So they are 350. We are behind these ones. We are behind Academy. We are behind Exodus. We're not behind Servants, and we are definitely behind Initiative. And we are also behind on Humanity First. However, for me, from these numbers I'm seeing here, I do think that I don't want to take Brazil right now. Now let's check the objectives of the other ones. We don't know anything. No, I mean tech. So they are not on their immediate... We don't know it here. Also don't know it here. We do know here. So they are not on their mission quest necessarily here. That's fine. Okay, hybrid language is coming up here. That's good. But they are working on it slowly. Something we need to do soon as well. In between, I already started improving on our space stations. So for example, I am upgrading to the research centers here. Also for the social science centers, there's a Xenolab coming up, which I'm going to implement as soon as I got it. I will also introduce life science research centers when I got them, probably on the social station here, because I got some free spots here. And then I also need to address the space science lab, which will be one of the next ones I'm going to pick. So that's something I'm going to do in between and not to show really. So let's continue here. Because that's like a lot of clicking and slowly adjusting to what I want to do. Now I just said I don't want to... Energy is not that... Here, space science is what I want right now. Mostly for the mission control, but also for the tech bonuses in regards, for example, for this technology here. And with that, I'm going to jump into a break because I'm going to do the space station setup and continue the mission phase, because as said, we are going to wait it out until some of the hatred has decayed here. Okay, something happened. I found an Exodus counselor in my US, which explained why the public opinion constantly was shifting towards Exodus, and I decided to detain him. And now what I want to do, in fact, is, well, basically, He has a lot
Things are
of
stabilizing.
orcs which are nice to have. A lot of admin which I want to have. So we are going to go shopping with him.
Order is returning.
Yes, yes, yes. There comes a new fleet. Fine with me. Now with him detained, he loses the bonus from all of these admin orcs basically. So that's what we can use because he gets like plus 14 admin from low mass orbit. Let's see what it does there. Okay, it bombards one of our bases, so they do not like us in fact. Pattern base, yeah, it's one of ours. Not good. Yeah, it's going to be gone in a second. No.
We voyage into the unknown armed with only the primitive tools of self-defense.
Okay, humanity first picked kinetics warfare, which is really nice because it will lead to railguns. And they picked Cannon nanotubes, which is also decent. And Pattern base was destroyed. Yeah, I know that we lost our people there, so we are just going to do a new outpost here. And basically build everything anew. The outpost mining complex here, comes space and fishing pile. Losses have to be accepted here because we did a lot of stuff to them, so that's, for me, that's fine. We might lose 1 or 2 more bases, but I don't really care. Alien containment has been done, so that allows us to also go on the hunt for someone to be captured.
To do some alien abductions of our own, Commander.
Yeah, perfect. Captured live Hydra. Now we do need to think about what we need. I do want to get into the era of getting better ships. And I also want to solve the base station research problem. Research campus is something for later on. We also need an advanced pulsar drive if we want to get into better ships at some point, but 8k, that's a lot. Now let's finish up the research center. So we also go for rapid response tubes, which are picked in between because it will give us an orc, but also will give us -3 on terrorize in our regions, and with 2.5k it's quite cheap. Cannon tubes is on the direction to diamondoids, which is a good armor, which we want to have for our ships that we are going to build in the future. I might want to push this now for the events if we get them. Now, back to where we were. There are new orcs available, but there's nothing with admin as usual. We don't care about this one right now. Ooh, we can give him there. That's good. And we could get him special forces here, for example. That's decent. More command. Increase unrest. He does already have that. Stabilize, we already have. Yeah. Nothing we don't have, but +3 military and +3 ops is something we definitely want to have, so let's get it. Unless there was something... Oh, we could have taken this one as well, but let's rather have that in our bag for the moment. Now, with that guy here captured for the moment, we do want to go shopping. So
Where to?
you have 25 admin, but you 24, but you can't do what I need to do.
Ready for my mission.
15.
Standing by. What's the op?
So maybe we do need to use our scientist here, the professor. We do have some money for this, so let's do hostile takeover here. And our investigator guy is going to investigate him once again, so that our intel bonus gets even bigger.
Ready to go.
Meanwhile, you're going to detain him again. Oh, that's the other guy who's going to do this. We don't care about alien life forms on the other side of the world, so let's instead focus on unrest control, which means Grand Columbia here.
Restoring order.
Standing by.
Yeah, let's just put you on advice for a
I
sec
will help them.
for a mission phase. Now let's just
Offering counsel.
jump ahead until we stole something. Come on, come on.
I have new information.
So we do know him. I would like to know his loyalty there.
Asset acquired.
Okay, now the best one of course here is +5 admin, but there's also a +6 one here with 2 stars. It's extremely juicy. Yeah, it's even better than the promoter products here. I think that's also +3 somewhere here. Yeah. So first of all, we are going to take out the +6 one. Shop, shop, shop. And we're going to do it yeah, he's no longer in custody now, of course, but we are going to just capture him again afterwards.
Things are cooling off.
Repeat and continue.
Their hearts and minds.
Yeah. Most importantly now, what can we do with the stuff we just got? We got 6 admin and an orc, and we do just need to put it... Oh, it probably just got put on that Professor... Yeah, he is Ryan. So we can adjust him now and then we... In fact, that's a good idea. We could think about adjusting something here. So I will investigate my orcs now at the end of turn. Therefore skipping ahead a little bit until something more important happens. And I'm trying to go shopping even more with that guy. Let's go to the final part of this episode. Now we have 2 techs coming up, and now we need to think about what kind of direction we want to go. So carbon nanotubes has finished, which I think the Humanity First has picked it, but we contributed the most by only having priority 1 into it, which would enable us to pick diamondoids, I do think so, yeah. And I think I want, in fact, to go into that direction, because it's necessary for the adamantine armor, also hybrid armor, but also it would go into the direction of the fusion reactors, Titanic spacecraft and everything, which is related to high tier ships and whatever. The alternative would be to do railguns here. And I do think I want to start on diamondoids because, well, this tech is coming up in a stack as well. Therefore, let's just wait another day.
All of us
There
here
we
take
go.
water for granted each and every day.
The most important one
Imagine
here,
how humanity might evolve over the centuries
Yeah.
to come.
the
What
most
if-
important one is the dry hole and the other event which can happen. So the positive events are much more likely now. Oh, there's also cybernetics, and we do have some cash there. I think it's 500 per upgrade we can buy if we do it. Let's do cybernetics and then railguns. Also finish upgrade nations now. Let's push it through so that we can get this tech out of the way, and then we can deprioritize this thing here. But we can then dive into projects and finally merge our US up, which will help us save some CP. I already put US as a rival now. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff changing here, so we do need to keep that on a watch out. What I wasn't able to do is to continue stealing stuff, but this agent just appeared. I know that he went to ground here because we were following him. Protectorate. Interesting. So we could also...
Cleaning things up. Public sentiment is increasingly
Wait a
with us.
second. I repeat.
Ramping up here.
Violence
Repeat.
is abating.
Oh, in
Violence is
China,
abating.
okay.
Cleaning things up.
So let's check what we found on him. You want to get started on alien technology? Probably. Yeah, probably. These protective missions here would be nice. Just to not fall to any kind of mission. Let's do alien technology just to get it out of the way. So it can run for a long time, and we have massive bonuses on Xenotech currently. Ah, here, okay. Yeah, that's nothing we are interested in. And there goes the energy lab. And what else do we need? And maybe we could think about temporarily doing some science in the orbit of monthly income of 60. Yeah, we would need to invest a lot into science to make this work right now. Got nerfed quite a lot since very early in the early access. Back then it was like a no-brainer to go science research campuses. Didn't cost MC, and it had an output of 100, I think, and upkeep costs were even lower, so it was way overpowered back then, allowing for extremely fast technology rushes in like the 2035, and you were basically finished with everything you could research. Let's think about it. We do need construction module at some point. We also need patrol vessels, because I want to build destroyers. We're going to need a magazine for a ray gun ship. We're going to need marines at some point. We also need point defense. But that's all when we are going to go to fight, and I don't want to fight yet. So we go into defensive stuff here, but we already picked one. Xenotech, so maybe military priority. 5k. Maybe it would be smart to do the hydroponics, because we do... on the other hand, we are not short on stuff right now. We do need the settlement core, however, just to get it out of the way as well. We don't have any tech. Oh, interesting. The modules are not finished yet, but then we would have plus 50%, so that should be soon enough. Now let's finish the mission phase here and talk about what is going to happen next. Now, we do have two things to do, right? Ooh, new orcs. Let's check them first. Yeah, that's not really... I do have a little bit of stuff to spare, so we could, for example, take this one, but I also want to get this one in again. So we just wait until he has enough XP. Yeah, that's... we still need a lot of admin to make everything work. So we do need to work on stealing stuff. So, for example, there was someone here. We're going to investigate you again. Maybe that's the same guy and we can steal some admin from him. Our command guy is probably going to do some plant duty just to get our XP up. Yeah, let's just farm plants. But we do need to improve our public opinion. Yeah, Canada first. We also need to go to ground soon before someone does something, because our security score, for example, on this guy is extremely low. Yeah, in fact, go to ground first. Maybe we should do that with other people as well. For example, our scientist here is extremely vulnerable.
What's the op?
I'm not too worried about him.
Ready for my mission.
Oh yeah, she has to do one as well. So
Hunkering down.
hide,
At your service.
and you need to hide as well. Security is something we need to address after we have solved our admin, basically, because we need to avoid losing them to some assassinate missions, which might happen as soon as we get into worse relations with them. And I do think conflict is still fine because we are not at war. If we... Ooh, Seven's at war with me. Fine. Yeah, but overall it's looking quite well. We have 28 now. I think 1 or 2 or 3 episodes ago I talked about that I would like to see an invasion in 28 or 29. I don't think that's going to happen. We do see frigates here. No, that's nothing. No. Let's filter Cooper belt. Okay, these are the ones. Corvette, destroyers, mothership. We saw that already earlier. But still no invasion ships as far as like. So that's good, I guess. Yeah. There's one ship in the orbit of Earth again, so we could take it out. But we do have the ships again. But I do rather want to do the containment mission. Not containment, the capture mission here. Because I think after Hydra language we can do the project which give us more MC cap without angering the aliens too much. That's exactly what I want to do soon enough. So I do think I'm going to make a cut here. And next episodes we do need to think and see where we are getting it. Plus 4.5. We don't really have much of missiles. That might be a problem long term. Let's check it, because we do have all the... We're going to need a lot of missiles to make this possible here. We do have the +4 here. Yeah, that's all. Maybe we do need to retake the base on the moon, but I don't want to have 2 planets. So, Earth. Yeah, it's 15. Yeah, we maybe need to retake Copernicus here. Just to have that fissile income. Whew. But I don't want to protect the moon, basically. So we have to see how it works out. Maybe we just take it so that we have a bigger stockpile, or we trade with them. There are many options what we could do. Now, near future, Great Nations, and after Great Nations, of course, the projects we want to do, which we are going to boost up. We do have currently decent project bonus here, 85%, and like 60-70% on social projects, 98 here on Xeno projects. So that's 72 in fact, 72% bonuses here. That's relatively good. So the project of America and South America should not be too complicated, let's put it like this. Ooh, Sirius is... Oof. That's interesting. Not much we can do about it though. Well, now, going to make a cut here. Going to fix a little bit our space stations here, but that's it. Therefore, see you next time. Leave a like and subscribe.